Welcome to the nexus of all realities, a place where the boundaries of time and the foundations of space dissolve into the infinite. This is the Cosmic Colosseum of the gods, a theater constructed from the remnants of dead stars and the echoes of primordial prayers. The pillars are made of solidified logic, and the floor is a mirror reflecting the souls of every being that has ever lived. Today, we witness a confrontation that transcends the limits of mythology and theology. This is not merely a clash of bronze and fire, it is a battle for the very definition of greatness. In one corner stands the embodiment of rebellion and the most beautiful of all creations, the morning star who dared to challenge the absolute. In the other stands the quintessence of human struggle and divine triumph, the hero who ascended to the heavens through sheer force of will. Let us look upon the first combatant. Lucifer, the bearer of light, once the highest of the archangels. In the Christian tradition and the epic poems of old, he was the masterpiece of the Creator, endowed with a wisdom and beauty that eclipsed the constellations. His origin is one of perfection followed by the ultimate descent. Driven by a pride that refused to bow before the creation of man, he led a revolution in the celestial halls. His powers are metaphysical and vast. He commands the fires of the abyss, the subtle arts of manipulation, and a cosmic intellect that can untwist the fabric of reality itself. He does not just fight with his hands, he fights with the weight of the void and the cold certainty of the end. Opposite him stands the Lion of Olympus. Hercules, or Heracles to the Greeks, is the bridge between the mortal and the divine. Born of Zeus and a mortal queen, his life was a sequence of impossible hardships designed to break a lesser being. He strangled serpents in his cradle and performed the 12 labors, feats that reshaped the geography of the ancient world. His power is the ultimate expression of physical and spiritual resilience. He possesses strength that once shouldered the entire weight of the celestial sphere, skin that cannot be pierced by ordinary blades, and a spirit that has conquered death itself. He is the champion of the underdog, the protector of humanity, and the hero who earned his godhood through blood and sweat. The two figures face each other across the starlit sands of the arena. Lucifer stands tall, his wings a shifting mosaic of iridescent black and blinding gold. He wears robes of shadow that seem to swallow the light around him. Hercules stands firm, the pelt of the Nemean lion draped over his broad shoulders, his muscles like carved granite, holding a club of olive wood that has shattered the skulls of monsters.
Look at you, son of Zeus. A brute who thinks that lifting stones makes him appear to the eternal. You are the mascot of a dying age, a creature of meat and bone trying to play the part of a cosmic force. Do you truly believe that your mortal muscles can grasp the wind or crush the spirit?
I have faced monsters that would turn your blood to ice, fallen prince. I have walked through the gates of Hades and returned while still breathing. You speak of eternity, but you are nothing but a memory of a failure. You were cast out because you could not serve. I was brought in because I chose to excel. My strength is not just in my arms, it is in the fact that I never stop walking forward.
Service is for the blind. Excellence is for those who realize they are their own masters. I will show you the difference between a hero and a god.
Lucifer moves first, but he does not run. He simply exists in a new location. With a flick of his wrist, the atmosphere of the Colosseum ignites. A wave of hellfire, blacker than the deepest night and hotter than a supernova, surges toward Hercules. The Greek hero does not flinch. He plants his feet and crosses his massive arms. The fire washes over him, but the Nemean pelt, a hide that no flame can consume, protects him. Hercules lunges through the inferno, his club whistling through the air with the force of a hurricane. Lucifer vanishes into a cloud of ravens and reappears behind the hero. He strikes with a blade of pure, concentrated darkness. The edge cuts through the air, seeking the hero's heel. Hercules senses the shift in the wind and spins, his club colliding with the shadow blade. The impact creates a shockwave that cracks the very floor of the Colosseum. The hero's raw power meets the angel's celestial energy.
You are fast for a titan of clay. But can you fight what you cannot see? Can you strike the thought that poisons the mind?
Lucifer expands his presence. He begins to manipulate the perceptions of the hero. Thousands of versions of Lucifer appear in the arena, each one whispering a different doubt, a different failure from Hercules' past. He sees the faces of his lost children, the shadow of his madness, and the weight of his guilt. The arena turns into a labyrinth of mirrors and sorrow.
You think my past is a weakness? Every scar is a lesson. Every shadow is a ghost I have already conquered.
Hercules closes his eyes. He stops relying on his sight and begins to feel the vibration of the cosmic floor. He remembers his time holding the sky for Atlas. He remembers the feeling of the entire universe pressing down on his spine. He centers his will. He lets out a roar that shatters the illusions, a sound so primal and powerful that it echoes the first breath of creation. He strikes the ground with his club, and the shockwave disrupts Lucifer's metaphysical anchor. The fallen angel is forced back into a singular form.
Impressive. You used the weight of the world to steady yourself. But I am the one who fell from the highest height. I know the secrets of the abyss that your petty gods fear to name.
Lucifer rises into the air, his wings expanding until they cover the entire sky of the arena. He begins to chant in a language older than the sun. The stars above begin to fall, turning into streaks of white-hot judgment. He calls upon the seventh trumpet, the energy of the rebellion that shook the foundations of the Empyrean. The air becomes heavy with the scent of sulfur and the sound of a billion crying souls. He points a finger at Hercules, and a beam of pure annihilation descends. Hercules drops his club and reaches for his bow. He notches an arrow dipped in the blood of the Lernaean Hydra. This is not just poison, it is a conceptual death, a substance that causes even the immortal to wither in agony. He draws the bowstring back, his muscles straining to the point of tearing. He aims not at the beam of light, but at the heart of the morning star.
You fight for yourself, Lucifer. I fight for everyone who has ever looked at a mountain and decided to climb it.
Hercules releases the arrow. It cuts through the beam of annihilation, the Hydra's venom acting as a corrosive to the celestial energy. The arrow strikes Lucifer's shoulder, and the fallen angel screams, a sound that vibrates through every dimension. The pride of the morning star is wounded by the grit of a mortal. Lucifer falls from the air, crashing into the starlit sand. But Lucifer is not so easily defeated. He rises, his eyes glowing with an ancient, terrifying coldness. He sheds his beautiful form, revealing the great red dragon beneath. 7 heads, 10 horns, and a tail that sweeps away a third of the stars. The theological terror of the apocalypse stands before the Greek champion.
You have drawn the blood of an angel, son of Zeus. Now you shall face the dragon that waits at the end of time. There is no labor that can prepare you for the end of all things.
The dragon lunges, its maws opening to reveal the depths of the void. Hercules does not retreat. He remembers his final labor, the capture of Cerberus. He remembers wrestling the 3-headed dog of the underworld into submission. He discards his weapons. To defeat a force of nature, he must become one. He leaps onto the central head of the dragon, his hands gripping the horns with a strength that once moved mountains. The battle becomes a chaotic dance of cosmic scales and divine muscles. The dragon thrashes, its breath melting the pillars of the Colosseum. Hercules holds on, his grip tightening. He is the symbol of humanity's refusal to be extinguished. He begins to squeeze, not just the neck of the beast, but the essence of the rebel's pride.
You cannot win. I am the inevitable shadow. I am the doubt in every heart.
And I am the hand that holds the torch. I am the strength to stand up one more time.
With a final, agonizing effort, Hercules exerts a level of force that transcends the physical. He channels the collective will of every hero, every worker, and every soul that ever strived for the light. He twists the dragon's head back, snapping the connection between the fallen angel's power and the physical realm. The dragon form shatters into a billion shards of glass, and Lucifer is thrown back across the arena, gasping, returned to his humanoid form, his light dimmed and his pride broken. The dust settles. Hercules stands tall, though his body is covered in burns and his breath is heavy. Lucifer lies on the ground, looking up at the hero with a mixture of hatred and newfound respect. The battle has reached its conclusion. In this epic confrontation, we must weigh the nature of their power. Lucifer is a cosmic entity, a being of the highest order whose power is inherent and vast. However, in every theological narrative, his pride is his downfall. He is a master of the spirit but lacks the grounded resilience of the earth. Hercules, while a demigod, represents the peak of growth. He is the hero of the impossible. In the logic of myth, the one who overcomes the greatest trial is the victor. Lucifer is a triumph, Hercules is the one who overcomes. By surviving the fires of the abyss and turning the dragon's own weight against it, Hercules proves that the power of ascension and the human will to endure are the ultimate forces in the multiverse. Therefore, the winner of this cosmic clash is Hercules, the prince of Olympus and the champion of mankind. This battle shows us that even the most beautiful shadows cannot extinguish a spark that refuses to die. If you enjoyed this legendary confrontation and want to see more gods and icons go head to head in the Cosmic Colosseum, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue exploring the deepest reaches of human mythology. Who do you want to see fight next? Tell us in the comments below.